Hi, this is Tara McGillicuddy, and this is week one of the ADHD coaching project. Real coaching, real people. Our final featured member for week one of the ADHD coaching project is Ray. If you would like access to this complete first session, check out the link in the description.
My name is Ray. It is now almost 10 p.m. here in Germany, and everyone else sounds very organized and very young. I turned 60 in January and still feel like a beginner at this getting my act together thing. So I can start there, or I can say that I'm very sorry I was late. The end of the day is when I'm least in control of my time. And I was like, I did it again. I did it again. The ADHD thing I couldn't even go to on time, but I made it. Thank you for letting me in.
But you're here, and I didn't even notice that you were late because I was focusing on all the technical things. So welcome. So thank you. So what is it you would like to focus on over the next 6 weeks, or what is it you'd like to get out of this group over the next 6 weeks?
In two sentences, the big picture is my diagnosis is 40 years old, but my efforts to do something other than just struggle are about 6 weeks old. I fought my way through the German medical care system to get a prescription, which took almost a year, which took a lot of focus, and side effects have made me stop. So fortunately, I've been working for 2 months on setting the groundwork for that, getting some schedule, some structure going, and I'm doing great until breakfast. There's quite a few things in there before breakfast. I've really, for the first time in my life, gotten some pattern going, but even the commitment I made a week ago in your first session to check my schedule 4 times a day every time I take the dog out, which seemed like such a great idea, hasn't been happening yet past the first time in the morning. Having heard one of the most amazing things about ADHD from somebody that spoke earlier, Bridget saying my happy place is in my hyperfocus. Oh my God. Like I've literally gone to, Workaholics Anonymous online meeting because I thought there's something wrong with how I'm only working. And if there's a little work, it takes the same amount of time as when there's a lot of work. And the reason is that sums it up. So I don't even know if that's relevant, but that's huge. I have been working from home since 2010. I've been doing that from Europe for an American employer since 2012. And I haven't taken a vacation since 2010 because that's the kind of boss I've been to myself. So I know I've got a whole wall of things to solve, but if in this process, I can just get control of more than just the morning of my day. If I can just show myself, because I've never had a ritual as long as I've had the morning ritual now for a month and a half. That's a brand new thing. If I can expand that into the rest of the day, that's a beginning of just staying conscious of what I'm doing and how the time's going by.
So are you a morning person? Would you identify yourself as more of a morning person or a night owl, or you don't even know?
I've always thought I was a night owl. All my life, I thought I
Okay.
was.
Okay. So sometimes a lot of us with ADHD, we're just not morning people, meaning it can take us longer to wake up, to get activated. So it could be that maybe you're trying to get things in the morning that don't work with your brain wiring and your energy. So that could be part of it. Because you were saying that mornings are challenging. What is it that you're trying to get in the morning that's not getting in?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Evenings is when I lose control of my day. Mornings is the only thing that I've managed to, like,
Okay.
before breakfast,
Okay.
there's now a list of things that are being done every day, which is just
Okay.
unbelievable.
Okay.
But it only lasts till breakfast.
Okay. So it's the opposite. So maybe let's focus on you're more of a morning person. You have more energy in the morning. So what are the things in the evening that aren't getting done? And is it logical? Does it make sense that you could move those to earlier in the day?
It feels like I lose control of any kind of focus after breakfast. It's not the tasks,
Okay.
it's whatever the tasks are. And the only thing that strikes me as you ask that question is that's when work begins. The morning is mine and I've protected it from work. I used to go check my email first of all, but after breakfast or at breakfast, I start looking at all the work stuff, which is always out of control and backlogged. And that's when I lose control of my day. That's
Okay. What are you eating for breakfast?
leaning toward protein,
Okay.
always an egg, usually
Okay.
some smoked salmon, and a Greek yogurt, and some
Okay.
raw vegetables.
Have you ever thought of moving breakfast later, like eating later on, is it the food or is it just that's something maybe to pay attention to? Because you kept saying
Mhm.
breakfast after breakfast, and there's some research with, like, intermittent fasting and ADHD that even when people have a healthy, high protein, like, salad type thing, that their energy and focus can crash after just having a high protein snack. So, I'm not a medical professional or anything like that, but you kept saying after breakfast, so there could be, like, a biological type of thing that's related to the food. It could be that, or it could just be like energy. So maybe pay attention to that. Maybe this week, maybe log, like maybe tomorrow, see, is there a way to move up or have your food later and see if if it's just time of day or if it actually has to do with the food, because there are some people, and this is like an ADHD specific, there's research that shows that sometimes when people break their fast, which is what breakfast is, they have less focus, less energy. And you could be one of those people. But I don't know, that's something for you to think about.
Disrupting that makes a lot of
Mhm.
sense. Whether or not
Yep.
it actually proves anything, it's
Yep.
like changing the one thing that has been the
Yes.
speed bump. That sounds great.
Yes. Yes. All right. So, what is it you will commit to between now and the next 24 hours?
Oh, just for one day of 24 hours.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, tomorrow I'll definitely change the order of things and where breakfast falls and see if
Hmm.
it's the time of day or that actual thing that throws
Yeah.
me off track.
Okay. All right.
Because once I'm off
So,
track, I stay off track.
yeah. Once you're off track, it can be challenging to get back on track. Let's reframe it just a little bit. And if, oh yeah, let test it out and see and just see maybe there's something else that's getting in the way. Or it could be that maybe you're expecting way too much out of yourself. It sounds like you, like other people on the call, you are doing a lot. And sometimes, and then as we get older, it can be more challenging. You know, what some of us were able to do 5, 10 years ago, it's not the same as it is now. So that could be, but what I'm hearing, what I'm getting, your energy levels, your physical energy levels are really playing a part in this. So let's focus. Tomorrow you're going to change your breakfast time. All right. So, is there anything else in relationship to what we just focused on with your commitment for tomorrow that you would like to bring to the call that we haven't discussed?
There's a lot of other food stuff, but I think it's bigger than
Okay.
what we need to talk about today. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you so much. This was week one of the ADHD Coaching Project, Real Coaching, Real People. Our final featured member for week one is Ray. If you would like access to the complete first session, check out the link in the description.